Welcome, adventurers! Today we're voyaging beyond the Forgotten Realms to Eberron, focusing our lens on the unique nation of Thrane and the legendary Silver Flame. We'll journey through Thrane's geography, culture, and distinctive exports, then dive into the legendary deeds of Tira Miron, before exploring the full depth and structure of the Church of the Silver Flame. Thrane stands as one of Eberron's original 5 nations, born from the old kingdom of Galifar. What sets Thrane apart is its government. It is the only theocracy among the 5 nations. Though originally a monarchy, its spiritual and political center is now the Church of the Silver Flame, whose influence permeates every level of society. Let's start with geography. Thrane occupies a central position in Corvair, adjacent to Aundair, Breland, and separated from the Mornland and Carnath by the broad Sion Sound. This critical waterway is a natural border and source of trade, while the winding rivers and verdant heartlands provide ample farmland and strategic locations for its cities. Flamekeep, the capital, is both the nation's largest city and its religious heart. Built around the sacred site of the Silver Flame, the city houses a population of 150,000 and the monumental Cathedral of the Silver Flame. The city's prominence reflects Thrane's spiritual orientation and draws pilgrims from across Eberron. Thrane's culture is shaped by pride, honesty, and devotion, whether to faith, family, or work. Thranes are known for their dedication and self-discipline. The nation's theocratic identity does not mean universal fanaticism. Most citizens are tolerant, respectful of other faiths, and understand that purity, not zealotry, is the true calling of their religion. Art in Thrane is thoughtful and symbolic, dominated by the Cree-Flamic style. Initiated over 600 years ago, Cree-Flamic art uses cubes and triangles to form stylized depictions of heroes and religious events. Its geometric patterns populate cathedral-stained glass, household shrines, and even public monuments, linking faith with daily life in vivid visual stories. Even within the constraints of tradition, artistic debate flourishes. A counterculture, the pre-kingdom style, is gaining ground, seeking inspiration in Thrane's history before the rise of the church. This demonstrates that for all its discipline, Thrane is not monolithic, and its people continue to wrestle with the interplay of innovation and faith. Thranish cuisine defies the stereotype of austerity. Dishes like thrackle-seared beef, 3 thrackle fish stew, and silvered vegetable skewers rely on robust spices and rich sauces. The meals are hearty and warm, often followed by sweet, cold desserts such as silverfruit pie and beechberry sorbet, a true reflection of Thrane's zest for life. One of Thrane's most prized resources is flametouched iron, a metal found only within its borders. This iron, dark red in the raw but silvery once refined, is both sacred and functional. It's used for forging weapons, armor, and holy symbols, each believed to carry the Silver Flame's blessing, especially effective against undead and fiends. Weapons and armor crafted from flame-touched iron offer unique advantages in the fight against supernatural evil, resisting the powers of outsiders and empowering attempts to turn undead. The reverence for this material is so great that in dire crises, the government arms even commoners with flame-touched iron swords, uniting all in defense against darkness. Now, focusing on governance, recall that in 914 YK, the monarchy formally ceded power to the church during the aftermath of the Last War, reflecting both popular will and careful ecclesiastical maneuvering. The actual head of state is the Keeper of the Flame, currently the young jailer Duran, advised by the experienced and politically adept High Cardinal Crozon. While Keeper Jailer is the spiritual leader, chosen directly by communion with the Silver Flame, administrative decisions rest mainly with the Council of Cardinals, headquartered in Flamekeep. Political life in Thrane is thus rooted in religious faith, but not without dissent, The throne holders, a loyalist faction, still agitate for restoration of the monarchy and support Queen Diani Irwinon as a figurehead. Day-to-day existence in Thrane blends the sacred with the mundane. While the Silver Flame is the state religion, followers of other faiths, such as the sovereign host, are generally tolerated. The Church's teaching emphasizes combating supernatural threats above policing private morality, a distinction that sets its doctrine apart from dogmatic stereotypes. Economically, Thrane is still recovering from the devastation of the last war. Its treasury is strained, reconstruction continues, and many citizens chafe under heavy taxes to repay debts owed to dragon-marked houses like House Kundarak. At the same time, commercial life adapts to strict church legislation, and trade in sacred materials like flametouched iron remains vital. Thrane's national identity is encapsulated in its heraldry, a silver sword beneath the arrowhead and flame, gleaming on a field of faith. The national anthem, Light the Way, is a stirring invocation of resolve and devotion, embodying the spirit of a people who stand vigilant against the encroaching darkness. Before we uncover the Silver Flame's true nature, we must meet its immortal champion, Tira Miron. Born a mortal paladin of Dol Arah during the Age of Galifar, Tira's pivotal act would forever change the fate of Thrane. Her legacy as the voice of the Silver Flame is central to understanding both church and nation. The turning point came in 299 YK, the year of blood and fire, when fiends led by the overlord Bel Shay-Law erupted from a chasm in the Tamor Hills. The land was assailed by terror, and the people faltered. Tira Miron, guided by visions from a Coatl, a celestial feathered serpent, emerged as the champion who would face the darkness. Tira's leadership rallied the defenders of Thrane, uniting them to face fiendish invaders. Accompanied by her Coatl guide, Tira confronted Bel Shay-Law in the heart of the infernal flame. When the Coatl fell, it gifted its last power to Tira, who sacrificed herself by plunging her sword, Cloynger, through the Overlord and into the flame. In that moment, the crimson fire was purified, transforming into the cool, silvery blaze we know today. Tira's soul survived, transcending mortality to become the voice of the Silver Flame, a conduit through which the divine flame would communicate with its chosen leaders. Her sword still rests at the flame's base in Flamekeep. The entire city of Flamekeep grew up around this miracle. Pilgrims and followers converged on the site, and the Cathedral of the Silver Flame was erected to house the miraculous fire. Tira's legacy lives on. Every keeper of the flame receives guidance from her immortal spirit as they lead Thrane and the wider faith. To truly understand the Silver Flame, we must look deeper into Eberron's mythic past. The Silver Flame is an abstract, sentient force for law and goodness, originating in the Age of Demons. When the fiendish overlords, children of Khyber, threatened all of Eberron, the celestial Coatls sacrificed themselves, merging their souls to bind the overlords, and so the Silver Flame was born. The Silver Flame serves as a pure, incorruptible spiritual beacon, accessible only through intermediaries like Tira Miron. It is worshipped not only in Thrane, but also by groups such as the Gashkala Orcs, the Shula Sakar, and remnants of long-vanished Sarlonan cultures. Each interprets the flame's light in their own way, but purification is the constant theme. Direct communion with the Silver Flame is beyond mortal limits. Only Tira, as the voice, may bridge the gap, speaking warnings, counsel, and revelations. This safeguard helps the Church avoid the peril of unchecked zeal or mortal hubris, channeling the flame's might with necessary restraint and wisdom. Worship of the Silver Flame is grounded in duty, eradicating supernatural evils such as fiends, undead, and lycanthropes, but equally weaving compassion, redemption, and mercy into daily conduct. Ministers and friars serve as guides, while Templars and Paladins embody the militant arm of the faith. hunting those who threaten the innocent. Ceremonies within the church are concise, practical, and focused on spiritual protection. A key element is silver burn, an alchemical substance burned during ordinations, funerary rites, and rituals of purification. Its use is both symbolic and preventive, reinforcing the notion that the silver flame's touch cleanses body and soul. Evil is not a single force in Flameic doctrine, but categorized. The most dangerous are entities of alien evil, fiends and aberrations, followed by unnatural evils like lycanthropes and undead, then so-called innate evils, and finally, those who choose evil through their actions. Recent reforms encourage evaluating individuals, reflecting an ongoing struggle within the faith. Visually, the silver flame symbols are omnipresent. The signature motif is a flame in or of silver, sometimes coupled with an arrowhead, representing light piercing darkness. This image is displayed in church iconography and even on weaponry, reinforcing both faith and vigilance in the face of danger. The structure of the church itself is intricate. 3 main orders: the Order of Ministers, spiritual leaders, Templars, warriors and priests, and Friars, missionaries and investigators, are coordinated by the Council of Cardinals, with the Keeper of the Flame at the pinnacle. High Cardinal Crow Zen currently leads the council, especially in secular affairs. The Order of Templars forms Thrane's military backbone, extirpating evil and protecting the realm. Ministers serve as administrators and local leaders, while friars travel widely, seeking out new converts and uncovering threats. Pilgrims, as initiates, often act as the frontline ambassadors of the faith. Secret orders also exist within the church. Miron's Tears, named for tears shed by Tira during her last night, acts as an internal investigative force rooting out corruption. The Argentum, originally a group securing dangerous magical relics, now straddles the boundary of faith and intelligence, illustrating how lines between sacred and secular can blur under pressure. Thrane's and the church's history are marred by internal and external challenges. The time of 2 keepers, a schism rooted in attempted usurpation. Joliana's crusade, a costly bid to make the Silver Flame Galafar's universal faith. The lengthy Silver Crusade against lycanthropes. And, of course, the brutality and hardships of the last war. The faith is not immune to corruption. Members known as the Tarnished secretly serve Bel-Shalor, the shadow in the flame, demonstrating how even the purest institutions can be infiltrated by darkness. The Church's willingness to investigate and expel such threats is a testament to its commitment, but also a source of ongoing tension. Despite the rigors of faith and war, most Thranes remain level-headed and humane, striving to be paragons of virtue without succumbing to fanaticism. The Church's mission to purify the world is egalitarian at its core, demanding personal improvement as well as communal vigilance, a call that echoes in every aspect of Thranish life. For DMs, Thrane and the Silver Flame offer a wealth of storytelling possibilities. The interplay of idealism, internal struggle, and the ever-present threat of evil makes the region ripe for moral dilemmas, political intrigue, and epic heroism. Whether your adventurers seek allies, redemption, or adversaries, Thrane stands ready, with stories waiting to be forged. Thank you for joining this deep dive into Thrane and the Silver Flame. Dungeon masters and players alike will find these legends rich with opportunities for adventure, mysteries, and personal growth. In Eberron, the light of the Silver Flame never wavers. May it guide your journey, whatever path you choose to walk.